In the year 2043, the world was a shadow of its former self. A long global tariff war had left nations fractured and economies in ruins. Pirates and corsairs roamed the seas once more, and with gunpowder scarce, people reverted to swords, bows, and arrows for defense. Petrol and the chemicals needed to build rechargeable batteries were rare commodities, forcing people to use sails to propel both boats and makeshift cars, cobbled together from the remnants of old petrol vehicles. Amidst this chaos, three teenagers, two North Americans, Alex and Jamie, and one Mexican, Diego, sailed back from European waters. They had discovered the remains of an expensive high-tech boat, partially destroyed and abandoned. Their loot consisted of 10 precious rechargeable batteries, highly sought after by the rich and powerful, who used them to maintain their comfortable lifestyles. As they navigated their way home, they encountered a group of similarly aged Chinese and Korean teens. The tension was palpable as the two groups faced off, each determined to claim the valuable loot. "Hand over the batteries and no one gets hurt," Alex demanded, gripping his sword tightly. "Not a chance," replied Lee, the leader of the Asian teens, drawing his own blade. The fight erupted with a flurry of movement. Arrows whizzed through the air, narrowly missing their targets. Swords clashed, sending sparks flying. Diego swung his bow, knocking an opponent off balance, while Jamie parried a strike aimed at his head. The battle was fierce, but the Asian teens, skilled and determined, managed to seize the loot and set sail for China, with Alex, Jamie, and Diego not far behind. As they chased the Asian teens, Diego tried to lighten the mood. "You know, my father once saw a whale that could walk on the beach and then walk back into the water," he said, grinning. Alex rolled his eyes. "Diego, your father was probably drunk." "No, seriously." He swore it was true, Diego insisted, laughing. The chase was relentless, but just as the Asian teens thought they had escaped, a high-tech boat appeared out of nowhere, using advanced cloaking technology. It was commanded by British corsairs, who quickly overpowered the Asian teens and were on the verge of finishing them off. "Looks like we're in trouble," Jamie muttered, eyeing the British boat. Seeing their chance, Alex, Jamie, and Diego joined forces with the Asian teens. Together they launched a daring counterattack. Arrows flew from both sides, and swords clashed in a chaotic dance. Diego managed to disable one of the British corsairs with a well-placed arrow, while Lee and his team fought valiantly to protect their loot. The combined effort of the two groups managed to damage the British boat, causing it to retreat. In the aftermath, the teens gathered on their boats, breathing heavily from the exertion. "That was close," Alex said, wiping sweat from his brow. "Thanks for the help," Lee said, extending a hand. "We couldn't have done it without you." "Same here," Jamie replied, shaking Lee's hand. "Let's split the loot and head home." They decided to split the loot of 10 batteries equally, each group taking 5. With their newfound alliance, they sailed back to their respective homes, knowing that in this harsh new world, cooperation was sometimes the only way to survive. The batteries would bring a semblance of comfort to their families, but the adventure had forged a bond between them that would last a lifetime. As they sailed away, Diego couldn't resist one last comment. "I'm telling you, that whale could walk," Lee chuckled. "Maybe we'll see it next time." And with that, the teens sailed into the horizon, ready for whatever challenges the future held. Please follow for more story time and gaming content.